Silas Hall, long snapper, Episcopal High School.
Good to meet you finally. I've seen you play at Episcopal. I've always asked Coach Randy Richard and Coach Bourgeois, like, who's that tall guy, man? Is he a future tight end D1 guy or DN? But I know you played some DN at Episcopal. You're very tall. Like, how tall are you right now?
6'4".
What?
About 215.
Perfect size for long snapping. You committed to LSU.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And before we talk about your journey, tell us your ranking as a long snapper nationally.
So, long snapping nationally, I'm rated a 5-star and #1 in Louisiana. So,
pretty big deal, man. That's good stuff. But prior to all that stuff, prior to getting to where you are, and we'll talk about LSU in a minute, but talk about your journey in the beginning. How old were you when you learned or started to learn how to long snap, and how did that go about?
So I started to learn long snapping my freshman year. I was just messing around before a game, and I threw a ball between my legs, and our coach was watching. He asked me if I could do it with shoulder pads and a helmet on. And from there, I was just kind of practicing, traveling around the country with these like ranking camps and showcase camps, and just kind of like building my craft slowly over time, and then going to the college camps over the summer. And yeah, I was able to kind of show what I can do.
And when everything got big for you, the phone started to ring a little bit, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Who was the first school to contact you?
So the first school to contact me was Air Force. So I was just in school and I got a phone call, and they offered me right there. So that was really cool.
Probably exciting, huh?
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
D1 Air Force.
Yeah.
And then from then on, obviously, how long did it take LSU to realize, hey, because they don't offer that many long snappers?
So LSU actually started recruiting me pretty early on, like early junior year, late sophomore year, but they waited to pull the trigger until December of this year.
And how was that? Like, where were you that day? Do you remember that day?
Yes, sir. I had just gotten home from school, and I was sitting in my living room, and I get the call, and I'm thinking that, nothing's really going to come out of it, and then he tells me that they're going to offer me, and, coming from a kid who grew up in Baton Rouge, there's nothing like that.
Who did you call first, mom, dad?
So my dad was actually in the room when it happened.
Okay.
And the first person I called was my mom, and I actually called my teammate Reed over there.
Okay.
So.
Did you always follow LSU's depth chart? Like, okay, this long snapper's a senior, that guy's a junior.
So yeah, as soon as I started snapping and I thought that maybe I could do this in college, I was starting to look at depth charts and texting coaches and all that stuff.
And LSU, Slade Roy's graduated, their starter.
Yes, sir.
Davis is graduating early. Ferguson's graduating. So they don't even have a long snapper right now, and you got a chance to, as an 18-year-old kid, to go in there and possibly win that job. How's that make you feel?
Man, it's actually unbelievable. Like, if you were to tell me 4 years ago when I was just messing around before a game that I'd have a chance to actually, play as a freshman on LSU's football team, I would have think you were crazy. So just to be able to have this opportunity, it's unbelievable.
Silas, awesome. Are you going to go in for spring or fall?
I'm going to be going in the summer.
Summer, okay. So you're going to be able to get some work in with those guys. And you talked to any of the holders over there who might be the holder?
Yes, sir. Actually, their punter, or I think he's their backup punter right now. He's from just down the road. He lives in Lafayette, and we've had the chance to kind of work together, and hopefully he can be the holder in the future. So.
Yeah, that's the kid from Ascension Episcopal, right?
Yes, sir.
Not Episcopal, but Ascension Episcopal.
Yes, sir.
Well, man, good luck to you. I know the Tiger fans are happy you stayed, because you could have went anywhere. I mean, if there was a second college, who would that college have been, you think?
So, ULL, University of Lafayette, was recruiting pretty hard. That was a close second for me.
Okay.
And a school like Tulane was also in that top 3.
Because you had a bunch of guys watch a bunch of colleges.
Yes, sir.
Favorite LSU player before I let you go?
Oh, so
like your hero. I mean, there's been Burrow, Jaden Daniels, there's been Kevin Falk.
Yes, sir. Growing up, obviously Joe Burrow is the greatest, but these past few years, Whit Weeks has been my guy that I've been loved to follow. I love how he plays.
How can you not like the Weeks family, right?
Yes, sir.
Whit's just a bad to the bone tackler. That guy's incredible. Number 40.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then he's got his younger brother coming in your class, Zach, and then there's Wes. There's 3 brothers. Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy. Yes,
and they're all linebackers. I hope Coach lets them all go out at one time. But look, Silas, good luck to you. Good to meet you. And like I said, you got a chance to start that first year, which is amazing.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.